stop that right there. Hold on now, baby. Let's go back. If I could write you a song to make you fall in love. Yo, Haven, what's good? I hope all of y'all had a wonderful, magnificent rotation and you in a wonderful, magnificent mood. And if you're not in a wonderful, magnificent mood, I'm going to be real. I hope you will be by the end of this live, you hear me? Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion as advised. Please do your own homework and research with proper discernment. Yes. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep about abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. And if you're new to the channel, hit the like, comment, share, subscribe button so you can be notified when we go up. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell so you can be notified when we go up. You dig? Anyhow, yo, Haven, it's funny. Like, the confirmations I've been getting lately, the confirmations I've been getting, like, if I was a fly on the wall, the things that I would hear that's being said about me is absurd. But you know what's even funny? Being that I can access transcendental states, I already know what's being said about me in these rooms that I'm not entering anymore, that I don't want to enter anymore. Down to family, down to colleagues. Listen, release all of that shit and return it back to sender. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. Straight up and down. Yo, Haven, what's goody though? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. How we doing? Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the Most High is using you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly. Because all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks. Peace and prosperity to you and yours. Never goes unnoticed. It really does help the channel, the foundation, and my well-being. If you would like to do the same, hit the links in the video description or the about tab on the channel. And once again, grace, gratitude, and thanks for you coming through and participating on this live. Honestly, if I'm going to be real with y'all, y'all know, you hear my energy? My energy is up here. But I feel great. I feel great, Haven. And it's like, you know what's funny? I feel great when I come vibe out with y'all. So if you feel that energy that I'm emitting, drop some green hearts in the chat. Something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that. It's like that. Like, you feel me? It's like that. I ain't going to get into too much detail or all that. You know why? Because sometimes no response is the best response. Feel me? I'm done giving my energy to what no longer serves me at all. So that's decline. Anyhow, what's up, Pam? You know what's up. Let's get into it, man. This is a banger right here. I ain't gonna lie. This one I personally think it's a banger. We got 1 hour, 11 minutes of footage. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Word.
You might let you go. Pedophile. I'll let you go. Go to sleep, pedophile. Go to sleep, child predator.
Yeah, nigga. Oh. What?
He smacked the top of his bean.
Go to sleep, pedophile. Go to sleep, child predator.
Yeah, nigga. Oh. What?
I'm gonna do it.
You pussy.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna die, he said. He's gonna die if he let him go.
Hey,
But
tell the
he's out
truth
there.
then. You gonna tell the truth?
He's doing things he shouldn't be doing to offspring. Check this out right here. Absolutely not, Haven. How you feel about this? Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Stitching the body like it's a damn Letterman Jackie? Like it's a varsity Jackie? Bruh. Like, not bro, but bruh. What are you doing? Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh, boy! I did not think this would work.
I would not try that. I think the trip back down is going to be very fearful. I'm
Peace
good.
and family. Let me show you how this was always a game, always a simulation, and we've already won the game, and the game is just playing itself out. Remember, the truth is always hidden in plain sight. Check out this advertisement for this game called Clash Royale. Remember, Earth is a school. We are in a class right now, and we're gonna decode this. Check this out. Now I want you to check out who starts talking about this game, showing you who started off.
There's this game people keep talking about, Clash Royale. They're saying if you lose in the game, you die the same way in real life. Shut up. No way.
Okay, well, we have to play, right?
I'm playing it right now.
Oh, so we're doing this.
Oh.
See, we're playing it right now, so we're doing this. Yes, we're in this game right now.
No. Just lost my last tower.
Watch the order. Watch the order.
Is he?
Yeah, what you think?
Don't lose.
Don't lose.
Did you notice who told you don't lose? Watch.
Oh shit. Notice how all the inorganics is dying though. Y'all see that? Notice how all
can't kill
the
me if I quit.
inorganics is dying. He died, he quit. He quit.
You can't quit.
So he died.
You can't quit.
Come on, not like this.
Not like this. Check this out. Fireball. Solar flare. Spontaneous combustion.
I won.
I heard a little bit in the back. I can't really do much about that.
Told you it was real.
Did you notice the way that he said I won? Like he knew he was gonna win. Like he knows he's chosen.
I won.
And then he said it's real for them.
Told you it was real.
And to further prove that we are in a simulation, the movie X-Men The Last Stand shows you this. That we are the X-Men. The X-Men, the X genes from our chromosome.
That's the radiator from the bathroom making that clunk. That's the radiator in the bathroom. I can't do nothing about that.
Class dismissed.
Class dismissed.
Look at that. See? Start shutting down.
Look at the simulation.
Start shutting down.
This isn't a game, Logan.
You sure fooled me.
Yo,
She said it wasn't a game, Logan, and he goes, well, you sure fooled me, because that is Storm. Storm's name is Aurora Monroe, and her name is Aurora because she represents the Aurora Borealis, because when we see the
Shout
Aurora
out Juice,
Borealis,
man.
this is a direct effect of geomagnetic storms, and when we get geomagnetic storms, what happened? We get Storm, and her name is what? Her name is Storm. She is played by Halle Berry. Halle Berry literally means making the way, paving the way for storms, showing y'all. And also Aurora means dawn, so it's the new day, it's the new dawn. Also, when you break down the word dawn, we are done. We are done because this game is over. It's coming to an end. We won this, y'all. This is how the Matrix talks to me every single time. And now we are just waiting for this system to play out. That's why everything is shutting down. It's over, y'all. We won. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. If you are looking for a private decoding, then message me. You can go to my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube. My handles all the same. Conscious Juice. But yes, y'all, we won this game. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Hold on now. Let me ask y'all a question. I've been actually debating this for a while. It's this show called The 100 on Netflix, right? I really like that show, but I feel like it has a lot of decoding or just a lot of insight. So, you know, I kind of want to try it. You know, I'm probably not the best person to do breakdowns, but I see the things that's in that show. Like, we could definitely go for the attempt. My thing is this. Every last video is going to get copywritten because we don't own the rights to that show. So we gonna have to work with each other somehow. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not telling y'all to, you're not obligated. I'm not begging, but we gonna have to do something because I can't invest my energy into things that's gonna get struck down and not get nothing back from me. You feel me? It's all about reciprocation. So y'all let me know if y'all want to do these type of breakdowns, and then we'll just, you feel me, whoever's feeling generous, throw me a little cash app or something here and there. It don't gotta be much. It could be $4.44. It could be $2.22, $1.11, things like that. The cash app donations doesn't have to be hundreds and some doubles amounts of dollars. It's just the little things that count with me. You feel me? Anyhow, let's get back into it. Stan Lee-based storm on the African deity of wind and earth. Ain't that Oshun? Might be. I'm not entirely sure, but might be. Anyhow, let's get back into the footage. This is a good one, y'all.
In New York City, things are opening up to the point where people are now taking flight. This is a guy flew over Times Square on a hoverboard, Green Goblin style, in New York. I miss the old New York where somebody would have figured out how to pull him off that thing and steal it. Take it from him, get on it, and pee from it. That's what... The pigeons were like, who is that? What... In other more traditional flying news, airlines are talking.
I'm not sure. I think she was a water deity. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not getting the answer from Google. Typical. Typical. Look at this though. You see these drones? These are military drones. These ain't regular drones right here. These are man-made military drones.
The pigeons were like, who is that? What? In other more traditional flying news, airlines are talking.
Look at this. Why y'all need that type of drone for? Who y'all attacking? What are y'all trying to prevent? Who are y'all enemies? That is an LMG on the side of the damn drone. Rockets attached to the drone.
Everyone's reality is
I don't know,
about
man.
to start changing. You know, a lot of people are going to start seeing things that they never thought they would see. The veil to the spiritual realm it's pretty much gone at this point. You know what I mean? This whole drone situation that's happening in the US is a distraction. It's from the government, the US government. They're doing it to themselves. You know?
That's because there's ETs around that they don't really want us to know about. So they doing their psyops and this and that and monitoring. Some of these drones aren't government though. Like some of them are ET or other beings, but let's keep going.
And they're just saying, oh, we don't know where it's coming from. We don't know. Don't worry about that shit. But there is a but with this. There is a lot of real things that are happening in our sky. That's why you got to use your discernment on what's real and what's fake. You know, with all this AI bullshit that they brought out, it is tricky to, you know, see what is actually facts and what's not. Because the veil to the spiritual realm is very thin right now, and it's going to stay this way. It's not going to go back to just how it was. It's going to keep getting thinner and thinner. That's why a lot of people are having spiritual awakenings right now. A lot of people are getting activated. A lot of people are seeing...
I get a lot of spacecraft, like military aircraft out here. I said spacecraft. A lot of military aircraft always flying by my home, and I'll be like, what are y'all doing? Like what are y'all doing? What's the purpose?
UFOs in the sky are seeing extraterrestrials. Like I said, extraterrestrials and UFOs have always been here. They've always been around us. They're more real than some people, some humans in this world. There's a lot of humans that are NPCs, that are just part of the system. So, you know what I mean? They are way more real than that. And a lot of people are going to start seeing them. The Greys are one alien race that people are going to start see. They are the ones that have been abducting people over a long ass time to study the human body. Another 3 alien races that people may be seeing soon, and these alien races will make themselves known because it's that time, is the Nordics, the Tall Whites, and the Pleiadians, and they are all humanoid extraterrestrials, you know what I mean? Like, they look like us, you know, the Nordics and Pleiadians, blue, and the Tall Whites, they all have blue eyes, blonde hair, you know, they look human, just a few features look different. That's about
I don't got blonde hair and blue eyes, so they don't look like me. I get what he's saying, though.
it, and they're going to start making themselves known. You've got the Anunnaki that are going to make themselves known soon as well. There's a lot of motherships that have been cloaked in our skies. That's what I'm saying. It's going to get wild in this world, and it's just going to keep getting crazier and crazier. So you really got to start tapping in right now, and especially start using your intuition on what is real and what is fake. And there's many more extraterrestrial races out there that will be making themselves known, because it's that time. This system that we know is done. It is going to be over soon, and we are moving into a whole new world. And this new world includes the truth, you know, the actual reality, none of this illusion, video game simulation bullshit that we've been living in. It's going to be the real deal.
Hold on. Before we get into these drones and stuff, I gotta play this clip because I'm not gonna put it in the next video. Hold on, 1 second. Give me a second. Matter of fact, damn, hurry up, Swiss. All right, I got it. Don't you start, man. There you go.
Them drones that y'all seeing in Miami and Brooklyn and New Jersey or whatever else, those are government drones, and they are here because extraterrestrials are starting to make more of an appearance. Just know though, extraterrestrials have always been here since the Nephilim and since the Watchers. This shit has always been weird and spiritual before physical, but now in this frequency that we in, extraterrestrials are starting to make more of an appearance. I've been seeing them for the past 2 months, 3 months, and they just now putting these drones out. They're putting these drones out to gauge what the fuck is going on in the ethers, what the fuck is actually going on, because it's some real shit going on, y'all, and I've been seeing it. I've been made a video way before the drones even came out. So I'm just here to let y'all know, some of them videos is fucking fake. The ones that's coming from the ocean, coming out of the ocean, that's an actual drone show. The other ones where you can see clear footage is actual government drones that the government have in order to look at these UFOs or these extraterrestrial objects.
Okay.
So with that being said, just be careful of what y'all paying attention to. Be careful of what y'all watching, because it is a lot of like just anticipation with UFOs or extraterrestrials, and that could lead to weaponizing this type of information and using it against the people. So just be aware, y'all. ETs have always been here, but just know that they are starting to make more of an appearance, more than they have been before, and it's going to come with the government doing some strange shit. One love.
Alright, let's get back to the footage, because I'm not going to put that in the next one, so I just wanted to get that out the way real quick. Feel me? Get that out the way real quick.
Legit, I had to like pull over and like pull this back up, because I thought maybe it's a car party, right? There's a bunch of like those weird looking Tesla vehicles over there, and I thought maybe it's like a car club. They're just all meeting
Car
up.
club.
And it's a Thursday night. I just want to show you. But there's no one over there. There's not a body. There's not a person. Like if it was a car club, those are pretty common around Atlanta. But look at this. I'm going to zoom in just so you... But the video that I heard was like this girl who was saying like, have you seen any of like the lights flickering or anything like that? And then there was a guy in Jersey who was like, yeah, my apartment car, I mean my like house lights, I'm sorry, my house lights have been going off and like flickering. And she made a video of like lights just like this, do the same thing.
My kitchen lights be flickering. When I turn on my kitchen light, it flickers.
Find that or stitch it, but this is what's happening. Not a single person.
Oh, a bunch of Teslas and Cybertrucks?
And listen, I'll let the window down so you can hear. Because when I had like my radio on. There's no sound. Hold on, I'll even turn my car off. No sounds. Just cars going off.
What if they test and if these is government drones, what if they test and they technology from above? Facts.
Right, interesting.
Facts, Pam.
So we have aliens taking over people's radios?
What if it's not alien though? What if that's some frequency device? 1111 on the clock is crazy though. That could be a mean synchronicity right there with that frequency. That could mean something. It don't gotta be government. It's 50-50. They playing games on our mental. So you gotta use your discernment for real.
And twin, I done seen about 4 to 5 videos just like this in the New Jersey area where people have reportedly been recording this nigga beatboxing through their radio system or some strange ass intergalactic roar. Which make my head is cause not too long ago, didn't they just say that they found aliens inside of the ocean?
Resonance?
Could they be trying to give a message from an alien fucking language? I don't know. But it's like every day now, things is getting weirder. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about aliens giving messages through the radios in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And if you want to learn on how to turn your content to passive revenue, comment down below ATM.
Another one. Another one. Look at this. Yeah, facts. Facts, man.
Oh my fucking god, I'm freaking out.
Can y'all hear that? That sounds a little bit low. That sounds like someone, like something growling. The movie Signs from 2001. Oh, they blowing at the drums, they growling. Like a dino growl or something. Maybe the dragons? Because we know dinos ain't real, but dragons are. Yo, they blowing at the drum, wilding. Wilding. Absolutely not.
At first, it appears it could be a plane, but as it flies overhead, no body is visible in the center. It's like a boomerang. Also, for FAA regulations, to my understanding, there should be a red light on the end of one wing and a green light on the other. Neither are visible.
Oh, that's definitely emitting a frequency over the people. You hear that? And it's blinking red. Boom, 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 boom. Absolutely not. I'm telling you, I can see over the Hudson out my window. I be seeing things in the sky a little bit, but it's so far, so distant. Sometimes it looks like a plane still. No, you can't really see at night from a distance what's really going on up there. Sound like DMT? You know what I'm saying? Not even LaGuardia Airport. the last 3 months for the people who want me to sound politically correct. Damn.
Suddenly flying drones? They are not drones. True story. When I was 14 years old, 56 years ago, the power to our phone had been knocked out by a storm.
Yo, Pen, not you. Let me stop. I'm playing with you. It's just for laughs. I'm joking. No offense.
My mother sent me down to the payphone to call the phone company and let them know. That's how we did it in those days. As I'm walking down the street, this orb? It was huge, began to rise behind the trees that were a little ways before me. By the time this thing got up in the sky, it was huge. Just like that, it was gone. I ran home and told my mother I was hysterical because I thought the world was coming to the end. Beloved, these things have been coming here probably longer than the 56 years ago that I saw it. They are not drones. They are orbs of an unknown origin that only God knows where they're from.
Motherfucker.
Oh, nah, bro.
Holy cow. That thing is completely stationary shooting.
It looked like an intergalactic laser beam. It's about that's what it looked like.
Let's get it. None of that light, though. He's gonna come right over me. Let's do it, buddy. Come on, you and me. He knows this is where I buy my vape pods.
Oh, what's going on with the light, though?
Although I don't know. What the heck? That looks crazy. Why does the light look like that?
Right.
What the? Why does the light look like that?
And the
What
audio's
am I
getting a little
doing here?
distorted.
Is that normal? Okay. Okay, it's
I see
just
that
an
orb up
optical
there or whatever it is.
thing. It's my camera being weird.
Yeah, Drake be saying he sees stuff. Facts.
Weird. Okay.
In Arizona.
It is.
I hope he alright. I ain't seen him post in a while.
Where are you from, man? I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Okay, some trippy light stuff going on.
The light is normal now.
Yo.
It's
Is it not
blinking.
doing that thing again? Okay. It's just some camera.
Since when do drones shapeshift while they're flying?
Oh, okay.
I ain't never seen a drone do this, y'all. That's definitely a UFO. Not saying it wasn't man-made. It's just something we've never seen before. That's insane.
It's like phasing through each other in a way. Y'all see that?
It definitely is not a bird. Let me know what y'all think what it could be. I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is insane.
Right.
As always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments and stay weird, y'all.
Music is unnecessary.
Y'all, it's getting so freaking spooky in the sky. This is in Brazil. I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of stuff, but it's not just in the US. Literally Brazil. What even is that, dude? That's insane. And this one right here is wild. This is happening live too as well over LGA Airport.
LaGuardia.
Again,
We just saw the clip today.
all over the place every night, thousands and thousands of them. Maybe we need to go somewhere, get away from these things for a little bit.
Not the inorganics need to get away. We good.
And no, it's not SpaceX. I've seen all the launches. They look nothing like this. And I'm about to make it a whole bunch faster. Now, I can't prove this one's real, but in the midst of all this crazy stuff, this thing pops up. The wheel within a wheel from Ezekiel. And I've seen other videos of this being true, just in a different format, different place, different time, etc. This thing right here was literally on Facebook Live. Like, live. You can't make it up at this point.
Word? That's crazy, man.
This stuff is happening all
That's
over.
different. You know about floating cities and
that's what I'm
stuff.
telling you guys, it's spooky. But this one right here was filmed from an airplane. I'm telling you, if that's not a spiritual entity, then I don't know what it is. Here's a picture of it. Wow. Sorry, now you can see it better. Again, spiritual entity.
What's that, what if that's them light ships, that holistic remedies we talking about? That red little light.
In the US right now, everyone's appearing to get sick, and everyone's saying they're foggy-headed, but even that it's foggy outside, it's weird. I'm gonna tell you how to fix it, and it's not going where you think. And yes, this is related, and the sky is blue for a reason. Before I start, I'll say two different things. One, the sun has been missing here in South Carolina 90% of the time. And two, your intuition is a lot smarter than you give it credit for. There's a whole lot of things that you just instinctively know without having to look it up. When you do look it up, you can say, why is it like this instead of, is this this? The reason there's woods behind me is because if you go stand in the woods, you're going to get a ton of oxygen.
That's different.
And all of that oxygen, believe it or not, will heal you much faster than anything else. So in my new house, when I go to the back porch, it's noticeably colder outside. It's all trees, so it's all oxygen. So back to the intuition I was talking about, I knew it was colder, but why? Because its boiling point of oxygen is extremely low. But what does solid oxygen look like? It turns blue. What else is blue? And where's the bluest stuff in the world? That icy place. Why? And above the firmament that was over their head was the likeness of a throne and appearance of a sapphire stone. A sapphire stone. And they come in all different colors. So is it possible that there's quite literally concentrated oxygen right above us? And quite possibly solid?
They said the sky was falling.
Anyways, for all the sick people, go stand in the forest. And yes, it will help, just like hyperbaric oxygen chambers help you get quicker faster. The more you know.
5 солнц. Раз.
4 suns at once in
2,
Russia.
3, 4, 5. И радуга над нами.
I want you all to think about something. If I were an alien and I was walking amongst you regular humans in 2024, knowing that my brain was more advanced and I knew something that you didn't know about yourself and about this planet. If I were an alien able to use a higher percentage of my brain and had technology that was light years ahead of what you regular humans have, do you think that I would reveal myself to you? Or do you think that I would lay low and eventually, when it was time, I will make it known? Because something is happening right now, right before your eyes. But you just think it's a drone. Wink, wink. I'm out.
Oh my gosh!
Man, we the one disabled the nukes and all that shit. They can't even launch. Bro, World War III can't be no nuclear Armageddon. They want people to believe that, but it's not gonna happen. They can't do no nuclear Armageddon. We ain't gonna let them. The Galactic Confederation here now, man. The Anunnaki here now. We ain't gonna let you niggas do that. We niggas ain't finna do that. Same time, bro, don't look at it like, oh, I'm not gonna work on something in life. Like, still go for your goals and stuff in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, understand what's going on with this planet. So when weird shit does go down and stuff like that, you understand and you already know, alright, Kavo and other intellects that put me on game. We the Anunnaki gods and goddesses. This what's going on. So when certain shit do, you know what I'm saying, you already know how to move. You move accordingly.
To add to the insanity and excitement, did you know that the Pope on Christmas Eve is going to be opening 5 portals in a ritual that has never been done? Are you awake yet? We're already in the age of Aquarius. We already have Willow the quantum computer chip that is telling everybody, yeah, there's parallel timelines. I mean, we already knew that, but confirming it. We have New Earth and the Great Awakening here. And there's even more things that I can't even tell you yet that are coming. And on top of that, Pope thinks it's a good idea to open 5 portals and a ritual that's never been done. Are we cooked?
Peace to the gods and goddesses. Y'all see this? Pope Vatican to open spiritual portals, holy doors, and rituals starting Christmas Eve. All right, so, and it's a total of 5 portals that are going to be opening. All right, so they're letting some nefarious energy come in. My objective is to actually do a guided mass meditation that day to try to combat some of that nefarious energy if possible. All right, that will be the objective. That's something that we should probably do. It's going to be, and again, Pope Vatican to open spiritual portals. All right, and we know that this day, really, they allege that it's basically the birth of Christ, but we know that Jesus or Yeshua or whatever the name you want to call him actually wouldn't have been born December 25th. Based on the book of Ezra, it would have been too cold, even in Jerusalem, for Christ to have been born that day. So, and again, personally, I don't believe that the existence even transpired, but if it did, it would have actually took place sometime sooner than December. All right, December was actually to worship the equinox, and there was several other individuals spiritually that they state it was born December 25th. Okay, from Osiris, the Buddha, and there's several others. All right, they were actually allegedly born by a virgin woman December 25th. All right, this is an energy harvesting tool that they're utilizing. All right, so it's important that you're on point. You want to make sure that you're watching. You may see a lot of entities, more shadow apparitions out the corner of your eyes. There's going to be a lot of things that you see, all right, with this energy coming in, all right, and with these nefarious Vatican entities opening these portals, all right, and what they allege is the portals actually were covered by bricks. They were covered by some form of bricks, so they were moving bricks that was there for centuries, and they're unleashing something, all right. We don't know what's going to come through on the other side of these portals, all right, and this isn't to scare anyone. This is just to make
you know what shows something like that. If you know, you know. It's games. It's literal video games showing things like this, including Fortnite right now. The current Fortnite season, if you know, does it not have portals that something fell into the atmosphere and activated all these nefarious portals on the planet or on the island? They gotta show us these things in TV, games, everything. Pay attention.
And aware of actually what's going on. Here's a few fun facts about a being named Krampus, and Central European popular legend, a half-goat, half-demon monster that punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. He is the devilish companion of St. Nicholas. Krampus is believed to have originated in Germany, and his name derives from the German word Krampen, which means claw. This is where you get the term Santa Claus, which actually is Satan's claw. This is actually the being, all right, Krampus. And they've been doing a lot of different ceremonies and things of that nature based.
And you know what's crazy? I could show you that exact deity. I could show you that exact deity on Fortnite because I bought that skin like an idiot when I was still in my slumber. Yeah, Kennedy, I've been told you a long time ago to add me. I don't know what's your epic, bro. I play once in a while, but I get frustrated playing with people who's not good because I'm decent. And I don't like playing with people who sucks. I'm gonna be honest.
And predicated on Krampus lately, all right? To harvest and ramp up that energy. Again, this is one of the main reasons I have been telling everyone to make sure that they fully focus on self. Get to the point where you're cleansing yourself of parasites, that you're detoxing your body, that you're preparing yourself for cosmic light co-integration. We don't really know what these reptilians, what these draconians are planning, all right? So the main thing that we want to do is make sure that we're cleansing ourselves and that our body is in homeostasis.
Let's get on. Wisp 1990. What you, Kennedy, you got to be more specific, bro. You know you be losing me, bro.
And prepare for any nefarious attacks or cynical machinations that they may have planned. Things like dragon's blood resin is something I highly recommend getting your hands on right now, okay? This is phenomenal for spiritual protection.
I'm about to drop my, I don't know what you're saying. Wisp 1990. I don't know what that is, bro. Oh, that's your name? Wisp 1990? That's your epic name? I'm going to drop my epic name right now. Since I'm streaming, if you want, you could go load up and send me a friend request or whatever. I'll add you, no problem. I'm not a weirdo, but I'm not consistent heavy on Fortnite. No, I'm not. I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to drop my epic name right now. You might want to write it down.
and actually creating a form of psychic protection against malevolent spiritual entities. I do have the Dragon's Blood Resin Powder available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Crystals like shungite will also provide spiritual protection as well as defense mechanisms for psychic attacks. Here's a list of crystals that are phenomenal for spiritual protection, all right? I highly recommend ensuring that you have the proper spiritual protection right now, all right? With these portals opening up and the dimensions and timelines merging, you want to make sure.
I got amethyst right here on my necklace right here. Got some Auralite 23. That's a variant of amethyst. I have Labradorite, right? I have black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. I don't know what's that pre-night, but I have moldavite, rose quartz. I don't got smoky quartz. I don't got black obsidian. I think I had, but it broke my little wrist piece. Hey, though, you feel me? Crystal work.
Sure that you safeguard your family. The herb mugwort is not only phenomenal for astral projection as well as lucid dreaming, but in ancient times they would actually hang mugwort in the entrance of the door to ward off malevolent spiritual forces. I do have the mugwort available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. These draconians are working overtime to perpetuate the illusion of the Saturn moon matrix. The reason they want to allow these malevolent spiritual forces is to disrupt the balance between chaos and order. The best form of spiritual protection you can have right now is a high frequency, all right, and eliminating the energy of fear, all right? You must know that you are divinely guided and protected, all right? And again, I highly recommend cleansing yourself. Low vibrational archonic forces have the ability of attaching to you more when you're in an acidic state, when you're not alkaline, all right? When you're basically in a state of dis-ease. So it's important that you're cleansing yourself, that you're removing yourself of all parasitic organisms, and that you're basically preparing yourself for cosmic light co-integration. You should be utilizing things like chlorophyll to detox the body of toxic metals. Utilization of herbs like wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves not only kill the parasites, but also eradicate their eggs. Once you have successfully eliminated all parasitic organisms, it makes it so much easier to fast off of the processed food. Our objective is to access the light body, all right? As time progresses, we're becoming more spiritual and less physical, mind over matter, all right? So simply what that means is now at this particular point in time, you want to develop the energy of fasting. You want to begin intermittent fasting. The longer you can go without eating the food, all right? The processed food, especially anything in a box.
I'll tell you what, let me go big screen. Y'all know I was, you feel me? And I'm still working through it, but I feel amazing, you feel me? So, like I said, I chalked it up to ascension symptoms, things that's happening within the atmosphere of the planet XYZ. But, however, I've been heavily, even more strict on my diet. You feel me? I haven't been eating chickpeas. That's because, I'm going to be honest, I don't prefer canned chickpeas, especially if it's not organic. The ones that's being provided is neither one. It's canned and not organic. I don't want that. We know canned goods is laced with estrogen. 1. 2, we see how the noodles is made. So the chickpea noodles, I'm a little sketchy now. It's like I gotta really wash them before I eat them now. Really clean them before I eat them. Lately, being that my stomach been hurting, what have I been eating? A bowl of cherry tomatoes, since that is alkaline. Sprinkle some sea salt, some cilantro, and I go to town. I love it. I wish I had a bowl right now. Feel me? I also had a bowl of mango. Cut up a mango, got right, boom. You feel me? It's certain things that I'm eating and not eating anymore. So, yeah. Like I was just talking to one of my tribe folks, like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that salad you showed me a while back, I haven't had that chickpea. I haven't had that salad in a while, but I've been craving it because I really like the salad. It's really good. Like, the alkaline thing, like, I really resonate with it. Like, I like these things. I always have. Even since I was young, I would eat a lot of tomatoes, eat a lot of avocados, eat a lot of salad before I realized it's no good for you. Things like this, I resonate with for a reason. So it's like, man, you feel me? But my area and the circumstances of the area, it's not always easy attaining or getting these things that I would prefer to consume. So I do intermittent fast sometimes. Sometimes I won't eat. Sometimes I sacrifice. Like, you know what? It's not even worth settling for something that I don't want, because look what happened last time. I settled for some almonds knowing damn well I ain't want them. and it put me down a whole trajectory of stomach pains. Nice. Nice. Yeah, bag of chickpeas is nice. You soak them overnight, get them right. Yeah. Feel me? You want to make a burger? You know what's up. We spoke about it. Blend it up, portobello mushrooms with the walnuts, but you have to soak the walnuts overnight. Season that thing on up. Get it right. Like you said, if you want the color, add a little bit of beet juice. Add some carrot juice. Add whatever you like. I'm the type, I might add a little mango in there just so it can have that little tangy sweet flavor. I'm one of them. I like teriyaki. So it's like, let me tell y'all something. Something that I just learned earlier that made so much sense. I'm like, oh, damn, why I ain't think of that? You want to have something close to righteous soda? Sparkling water or seltzer water, club soda, however you want to call it. Add some key limes. Add some agave. I guarantee you that drink will taste amazing and refreshing. And it's electrifying. So you tell me, do we really need to drink Coca-Cola products like Sprite? Do we really need to drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi who has nanoparticles? No, we don't, but our people still do. Let's keep going though. You see, Pim? Nice. I ain't gonna lie, Pam. If we was closer, I'd have told you, send me some. When you cook, send me a meal. By the time it get here, it's gonna be spoiled. You know them people ain't gonna take care of that meal. Let's get it though. Yo, Corey, what up, bro?
Or anything in a can. You want to refrain from eating anything processed. The longer you can do that, the more you're going to notice that you feel a lot more vibrant. You're going to feel a lot more rejuvenated. You're going to feel a lot more healthy. All right. So you want to refrain from all processed foods, and if possible, fast as much as possible. The longer you can go without eating the food, the better. And remember, I made you aware that parasitic organisms are nothing more than microscopic demons. All right? So the faster you purge these things out of your system, the easier it's going to be to activate Christ consciousness. Herbs like Haritaki not only decalcify and activate the pineal gland, but Haritaki also eradicates the bad microbiome in the gut. All right? It's a Ayurvedic herb that eradicates bad microbiome. Remember, your gut is a second brain. All right? Typically, parasites travel through your neural network to make it through the brain to create what's called Toxoplasma gondii, or CNS, which is a brain parasite. The delete's objective is induction of the hive mind. This makes it a lot easier for mind control and manipulation. This is why we must completely cleanse these avatars in order to successfully activate the Ida and Pingala, which is the divine masculine and divine feminine. All right, this is how we become holistic. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.
Did you hear that the multiverse and parallel realities is real? A few days ago, Google, its new quantum chip, Willow, proved that the multiverse is real. This chip was able to do in 5 minutes, which would take 10 septillion years. Bruh. You knew this. We all knew this, but seeing this come into our reality. Human resonance has been absolutely crazy. We're in the age of Aquarius. Astrologically, things are crazy. We got the freaking UFOs. You see, this chip proved quantum computation, where basically one thing can be several different places, parallel realities. It uses quantum bits. Imagine data, a vibration, an atom, either being a 0 or a 1 with quantum bits. The way that this chip processes, it can be both on and off. It can be both 0, 1, and beyond. And by doing this, it has to get its understanding, its knowledge from other parallel reality. Are we cooked or are we cooking? We are fucking cooking.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. I have some very important information that was shared to me. God has shared this information with me. This is actually something that was archived by the CIA. I'm referred to as the Adam and Eve story by Chad Thomas. These are basically archives regarding the predictions concerning the next cataclysms that the earth may receive. There's been a lot of talks about individuals having premonitions about places like the state of California being completely engulfed in water. There's talks of global earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes. The CIA document actually delves into some of the cataclysms that we're to expect. Page 11 from the declassified CIA documents basically indicate, with a rumble so low as to be inaudible, growing, throbbing, then fuming into a thundering roar, the earthquake starts. Only it's not like any earthquake in recorded history. In California, the mountains shake like ferns in a breeze. The mighty Pacific rears back and piles up onto a mountain of water more than 2 miles high, then starts its race eastward. With the force of 1,000 armies, the wind attacks, ripping, shredding everything in its supersonic bombardment. The unbelievable mountain of a Pacific seawater follows the wind eastward, burying Los Angeles and San Francisco as if they were but grains of sand, okay? And this isn't fear-mongering. This is actually what these documents say. Nothing but nothing stops the relentless, overwhelming onslaught of wind and ocean. Across the continent, the 1,000-mile-per-hour winds wreaks its unholy vengeance everywhere. Mercilessly, unceasingly, every living thing is ripped into shreds while being blown across the countryside. And the earthquake leaves no place untouched in many places. The Earth's molten sublayer breaks through and spreads a sea of white hot liquid fire to add to the Holocaust. Within 3 hours, the fantastic wall of water moves across the continent, burying the wind-ravaged land under 2 miles of seething water coast to coast in a fraction of a day. All vestiges of civilization are gone. And the great cities, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Dallas, New York, are nothing but legends. Barely a stone is left where millions walked just a few hours before. The CIA document perfectly lines up with the 7 thunders of the Hopi prophecy. For those that are unaware of the 7 thunders, okay, this is the Holy Tablets. It says the 7 thunders have been recorded by the ancient for thousands of years. By the Hopis, by the Yamasee, and the Nawapians have logged these thunders as a sign of the coming of a new planet. Nibiru, the coming in of a new era, the sign of the end of the present world ruled by evil, and the resurrection of the ancient mysteries of Egypt. Nice. Atlantis rising again in the heart of Georgia in a place called Wahani. These signs are the signs of the times, recorded by the ancient Neteru of ancient Egypt and passed down through time. They are called thunders or the plagues. Now, in regards to these cataclysms, the only thing that would make sense is the entry of Sirius and Nibiru. And the first thunders are much starvation, sickness, starving children, homelessness, and diseases. This already passes and continues. Okay, we see a lot of starvation, especially with all of the...
They be thinking this stuff is way, way far-fetched.
Female trees being cut down, okay? The female trees are the ones that bear fruit. All right, they get rid of all the female trees, and this is primarily why so much starvation is prevalent. All right. Second thunders, the sky becomes sick with holes in it that look like sores, lung disease. Okay, now we've seen them actually shooting rockets to try to break the firmament. All right, so that could be the personification of the holes that we see in the sky, holes in the firmament that look like sores, lung disease, spread, breathing problems occur. Green mist coming from holes, polluting water, growing deformities, bacteria in the water, little devils. Sea animals begin to die. Fishes are trying to get out of water. Water becomes deaf to them. Physical and spiritual illnesses, mutations in animals. Okay, now, as far as the water, we have been seeing a lot of weird activity, peculiar activity with these aquatic beings. Okay, I have seen aquatic beings actually trying to escape the waters. We've seen that recently where the waters became very hot. So that is another one of the 7 thunders actually coming into fruition. The third thunder, many new species, mutations in animals, crossbreeding in species, death of frogs. Okay, and I made mention of the atrazine and the glyphosate. We seen male frogs actually turning into female frogs. We see, and a lot of them were dying because they have very sensitive endocrine systems. So a lot of the glyphosate and the atrazine were killing off the frogs. All right. We know that the honeybees were having issues with extinction at one point. Turtles, deformed human, multiply, genetic splicing and cloning. All right. Wow. We see all of these entertainers and everything. We just seen Jamie Foxx recently had a show where he had to speak and kind of try to laugh off the concept of cloning, but we know these things do exist. Right. Fourth thunders, sign of twins, Yao and Wei, which is Sirius and Nibiru. One guards the South Pole and the other guards the North Pole. Havoc begins with these poles. Structures break down. Religion, moral and financial. The devil wins. El Nino takes over. Fifth thunders, it states 4 great people will perish. Floods, lightning storms, tornadoes, landslides, hurricanes, hell in the summer, forest fires, children killing children, children killing their parents, rampant insanity and murders, and upsurge in drug addiction and demonic revivals. Again, the Pope are opening 5 portals on December 24th, okay? And we don't know what's coming through those portals. They have been blocked by concrete for centuries, all right? Now they're deciding to open them. We know that they energy harvest on these so-called holy days. 6 thunders, changes occur. The star people will return. Signs in the skies. New planets, new galaxies, meteorite storms, climatic alterations, global warning, spiritual revivals, presence of divine, disregard and respect for present for world governments. Okay, we know government means to govern your mental. So people are going to get tired of the government and these organizations trying to control and manipulate their mindset. Leadership politics. They're not going to really adhere to the leadership. 7 thunders, the end of the world as you know it, the year 2030. Gods and goddesses, there's going to be a lot going on the planet, okay? There's going to be a lot taking place, and the most best form of spiritual protection that you can actually ascertain is a high frequency. Regardless of how tumultuous and climatic these events sound, it's important that you keep your frequency as high as possible. Remember that you are the god or goddess that you are seeking, and you have the ability of actually shifting to the paradigm you desire by quantum entanglement, all right? You hear things of quantum immortality, of individuals shifting to different timelines. We're in a very peculiar reality right now. Things are actually changing. The dimensions are merging. All right, so as we ascend in consciousness, we do have the ability of terraforming this room to our desire, and this is actually what's taking place now. As far as these climatic changes, this is going to usher in a new world. All right, this change and this destruction is actually coming to those that are nefarious. This is how you want to view it. Planet Tiamat is going through a restoration process. Planet Tiamat is cleansing itself. Planet Tiamat is sentient and alive and conscious and aware, just as you are. All of the cloud seeding, all of the nefarious things that these deletes have been doing at this point is turning back on them, all right? So this is nothing to fear on your part. You want to remain in a high frequency, continue to cleanse yourself, continue to actually focus on removing all parasites, removing all harmful metals, begin fasting, intermittent fasting, all right? Refraining from the processed food, centering yourself, grounding, sun gazing, going inward, meditation. These things are all essential, all right? While these portals and celestial gateways are opening, you're going to notice more shadow apparitions at the corner of your eye. You're going to notice more deceptive attacks and distractions. One of the things you want to remember is that these times were prophesied by the ancients, okay? So it's no need to be in fear. The objective is realizing that we are emerging into the 5th world, and that the best thing that you want to elevate it is in a frequency of love, the love vibration, all right? And again, cleansing yourself of all parasitic organisms, all nefarious toxins, and anything designed to desecrate your God body. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Was good. Was good.
I told y'all this is going to be a banger right here. We still got 20 minutes of footage.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. Was good with y'all.
Definitely get right with the Most High. Get right with self. Do the work. We got to do the work, Kennedy. We got to do the work.
Was good. Was good.
I'm outcasted. I'm outcasted as the madman, Pen. But you know what? You know what I asked myself? That because I understand and understand what the hell is what all this stuff is about by now. But realistically, okay, outcast me, fine, granted. Outcast me all you want. But what happens when you need the outcast? What happens when you need the outcast? Let's keep going.
The gods and goddesses. Was good with y'all. I'm just letting it pile up in here. I see some heads starting to come in here. Was good with y'all.
10 seconds.
We got it real quick before I start going into this topic of discussion.
Pardon.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. I hope y'all feeling good. I see we growing and we growing. We get more in here. Was good with y'all. I hope y'all feeling good.
I need some more mangoes and tomatoes, man. Them cherry
tomatoes. Okay, we growing.
Amazing. Along with some cucumbers.
Share the live. Share the live.
It's all happening. It's already happening, Kennedy. We seen them type stuff.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. Was good with y'all.
We chilling, bro.
Was good with y'all. I seen some crazy, some very crazy stuff earlier in reference to the CIA. Okay, I gotta just be very cautious. TikTok loves to suppress my my information, so I gotta be very cautious in regards to what I say. But you know, and this is public information. You can look it up. But CIA is the CIA Central Intelligence Agency is actually indicating that there's going to be a lot of cataclysm in regards to earthquakes and tumultuous activity in California.
So what you talking about?
We're talking about volcanic activity. We're talking about devastating earthquakes and crazy winds. All right, that are going to take place. You know, I personally believe that there's going to be Nibiru is entering, and I believe that that's one of the reasons why this is going to take place. The Anunnaki is reemerging. It's going to be a lot that's taking place on the planet, and it's important that the collective pay attention to what's going on. Peace to the gods and goddesses is joining. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? We getting into CIA archives.
Red onions are the only ones that's alkaline, Pim. If you ain't know, now you know. Red onions only. All that yellow, Spanish, white, decline. Red.
What's transpiring in regards to released documents that I've seen with the CIA talking about cataclysmic events that are taking place in places like California, all right, as well as New York, Dallas. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, and I mean, we're talking about lots of water that may take place. All right, so it's a situation where I personally believe Nibiru is entering our atmosphere. The goddess Isis Wisdom made a video about the Anunnaki coming, and that's true.
Man.
Russia actually talked about this as well. The KGB agent, in reference to the Anunnaki excursions that came into play. All right, when the Anunnaki was opening portals and going to different areas and things of that nature, and they couldn't stop the Anunnaki. They also had a run-in with some soldiers in Iraq. All right, with the Anunnaki, and there was an issue with them. New York also, yeah, they mentioned New York in the CIA archives. There's going to be a devastation, apparently. You feel me? And this is why a lot of these billionaires are building bunkers underground and things of that nature. You feel me? So right now, these billionaires is building these bunkers because it's going to get intense. Now, I made mention of a geomagnetic storm. Okay. You hear this a lot, all right? And this was predicted in the Syrian cuneiform text about 2,700 years ago in regards to this geomagnetic storm that's going to take place, all right? And the Hopis made mention of Sirius and Nibiru coming into play. And when Sirius and Nibiru come into play, it's going to envelop what's called the Seven Thunders, all right? And the Seven Thunders is Dr. Malachi Z. York made mention. I got the holy tablets actually right here with the Seven Thunders in it, where I can actually go through the Seven Thunders. We're in the midst of that right now with the Hopi prophecy made mention of the Seven Thunders. We're in the midst of that right now. You know, we're experiencing all of that right now, guys and goddesses, the Seven Thunders. The most important thing right now that we can do is make sure our frequency is high.
I ain't know that, Pam.
You're gonna see a lot more extraterrestrial visitation too. A lot of you guys have star family. And I'm not saying they're going to save us. The whole thing is us saving ourselves by raising our frequency, elevating to a certain frequency. What's happening now is Tiamat's cleansing itself. It's going to go through a cleansing process. Everything that the deletes utilize as far as cloud seeding technology, everything that they utilize in regards to change this matrix and shift this paradigm to their will is going to backfire on them. It's going to backfire. All the simulators, everything that they have been utilizing thus far to induce this, basically this computer-generated matrix that we're in, right? That we're inhabiting is going to backfire on them because the planet is going to have to cleanse itself. Just like you'll cough or sneeze to cleanse yourself or get a toxin out your system, and your trillions of cells, to them it may be a natural disaster whenever you're coughing or sneezing. Your trillions of cells that are sentient may look at that as something that's cataclysmic. That's just the same thing because we're basically the cells that's inhabiting Tiamat, all right? But now some of us are parasites and some of us are what's called white blood cells. The white blood cells are going to be the ones that are activated once this geomagnetic storm come into play. This is why I stress the importance of cleansing itself, making sure you remove all parasitic organisms, making sure that you're getting all toxic metals out of the body, all right? This is all important for what's called light code activation, all right? This is important for light code activation, gods and goddesses. So right now, what we talk about the Seven Thunders, all right? The Seven Thunders have been recorded by the ancient, it says, for thousands of years by Hopis. The Yamasi and the Nawapians have logged these thunders as a sign of a coming of a new planet. Nibiru, the coming in of a new era, the sign of the end of the present world ruled by evil, and the resurrection of the ancient mysteries of Egypt. Atlantis rising again in the heart of Georgia, and a place called Wahani. These signs are the signs of the times, recorded by the ancient Neteru of ancient Egypt and passed down through time. They are called thunders or the plagues. This is facts. This is facts, and this is what we're witnessing right now. There's going to be a lot of ancient relics that are going to be resurfaced, that are going to come into play. Now, I wish I could pull it up or green screen it somehow. I should have had it prepared, but next time I'm gonna make a video basically on it where you're gonna see the CIA document just mentioning all the cataclysm that's gonna take place. All right, what we're gonna witness as well is a lot of interterrestrials, a lot of these beings, a lot of the Flugerods, a lot of the Deros and the Teros. A lot of these beings are gonna start surfacing. All right, different reptilians and things of that nature may start surfacing. All right, this is gonna be a situation where there's a lot of interterrestrials that aren't talked about. Everybody's looking, thinking about extraterrestrial biological entities. Extraterrestrials, what extraterrestrial mean? Meaning that these beings are from, some of them could be from the other side of the ice wall, because we know that exists as well. And then there are beings that can be outside this atmosphere as well, in other worlds, all right? Because they have portals and Stargate technology that they've been utilizing for millenniums, all right? And this is some of the technology that Saddam Hussein had in Iraq. When they went into Iraq, they found Stargate technology with draconian insignia on it, all right? It had insignia from the Sakar Empire that was on it. It was a draconian with wings that was on the Stargate technology that they found when they went over there. Most of the wars that take place is for extraterrestrial technology, ancient technology that they had, all right? So when it basically the Seven Thunders mentions Atlantis rising again, you got to remember when Atlantis, because Inky flooded Atlantis because of what Areshka girl and the Dark Brothers was doing. All right, their objective was to basically utilize that technology for malevolent purposes. All right, we're talking about Areshka girl now, and this is where we talk about Ainana going into the underworld and things of that nature, going to war with her sister. Because Ainana was Inky daughter and Areshka girl. All right, we're talking about daughters of Inky. One of them was malevolent, one of them was benevolent, one of them was agreeable, one was disagreeable. All right, and now at that time in Atlantis, they had quantum rejuvenation chambers. Their technology was way beyond what we have currently. All right, we wasn't always a level 0 civilization. At one point, we was like a level 2. We was a higher level civilization at one point. All right, but when we were attacked and our crystal structures were destroyed and our trees were chopped down and things of that nature, it brought us down to what we are currently, which is a level 0 civilization on the Kardashev scale. Okay, so this is why we haven't really. We have to get to a point now where we re-ascertain that primordial essence in order to spark that light and become that higher level civilization again, which we can get. We can accomplish that, but we just have to do it through right knowledge. We have to actually go inward. We have to eradicate all nefarious energy, or malevolent energy, and get back into that higher frequency. All right, because the jinn is the malevolent section of the Anunnaki. Those beings that you hear in the Quran that was composed of fire. Those jinn beings, that was what they call the Garabat, the negative faction of the Anunnaki that came down with Tarnush and Halal. These are those disagreeable beings that you see typically that are seeds of Enlil, that are associated with the government factions. All right, these are them. These beings, a lot of these beings also come from Saturn. Believe it or not, all right? This is why Norman Berggruen made mention of, he said there was black. When he talked about these beings coming out of the ship, and he mentioned there was, I'm talking about, when I say black, I'm talking about jet black, super pitch black. Like this black behind me you see underneath the tiger. That's the Lyran energy you see, matter of fact, right underneath that black. These is how these beings look from Saturn, all right? Now, this is where you hear the term, they look like us, but they're not us. These are the 1%. Shadow government, the ones that are associated with the cabal. They're actually, these are the ones that are what you may call the hidden hand, right? These are the dark draconians, basically the black draconians that you hear. These beings are from Saturn, all right? Saturn is induced, when you hear the Saturn moon matrix, Saturn is basically Chronos, Father Time. It deals with the time spell, the time mechanism that we're encapsulated in, this whole time illusion, all right? That's the personification of Saturn. All right. So when you hear that, what about that is always with every human? I don't understand. You got to answer that question a little bit different. Reword it. Make sure that if you ask a question that you thoroughly eloquent with the way that you present it, so I can read it and understand exactly what you're asking me, so I can answer it as best to the best of my ability. But right now we gonna go into the 7 thunders. All right, I'm gonna read the 7 thunders to you so you can understand. Now, the first thunders: much starvation, sickness, starving children, homelessness, and diseases.
I'm gonna mute up.
This already passes and continues. Okay, so starvation and things of that nature. We see that all the time. All right, and it doesn't even have to be like that. Now, when we touch on starvation, we can actually touch on how they cut all the female trees down. Right? How if they were to let more female trees flourish, things like homelessness wouldn't even exist. But their greed is what creates the starvation, right? And that goes into just the patriarchal system. Now we get into the second thunder.
Got esoteric knowledge.
The sky becomes sick with holes in it. Okay, we see them spraying and shooting at the firmament. We know they cloud seeding. We know they utilize chemtrails and things of that nature. The sick with holes in it that look like sores, lung disease spread, breathing problems occur. Green mist coming from holes, polluting water, growing deformities, bacteria in the water, little devils. Sea animals begin to die. Fishes are trying to get out of the water. Water becomes death to them. Physical and spiritual illness. Mutations in the animals. We see all kind of weird animals. We see all types of weird atrocities in the sea. I seen a video of sharks actually trying to get away from something. And you know, sharks is pretty much the most carnivorous beings in the waters typically. This shark was running, fleeing from something, right? So they mentioned the little devils. Now, when we talk about the UFO convention, we know that they made mention of the water. They highlighted the water and how they actually, we know that the Anunnaki used Sirius to get use the Bermuda Triangle to get to Sirius. We know that there's different tunnel systems and wormholes right through the water. We know that, right? So now here's the thing. On the other side of those wormholes, there's other beings coming through. Different beings coming through from inner earth and things of that nature. Water aquatic beings that are actually in the central earth are now coming to our parts of the waters is what's going on. And these beings are chasing some of the aquatic life in our waters. And they're not accustomed to some of these behemoth beings. I'm talking about crazy looking beings. A lot of the beings that they say are extinct actually find wormhole passages through the ocean and go and get to Agartha that way, right through the water. Real talk. All right, there's numerous ways in funnel in through Tiamat from through the water. The water is a huge portal, believe it or not. All right, so don't let them trick you when it comes to the water. And this is why you hear a lot of this stuff with the oceans and things of that nature. The third thunder, many new species, notations and animals, right? Crossbreeding in species, death of frogs. Honeybees. You know what? We're going to touch on frogs before I skip the honeybees. We seen what was happening with the frogs with the atrazine, right? From the endocrine disruptors, right? And the glyphosate. That's all. This is all in the thunders. Pay attention. So when they're talking about the atrazine, we seen that with the frogs, the first thing that was happening is male frogs were becoming female frogs and things of that nature. And a lot of them was dying, right? So this is all signs, right? So this is all signs of the 7 thunders that the Hopis was all seeing. So again, we're gonna read that again. It says crossbreeding in species, death of frogs, honeybees. We see what's happening with the honeybees and things of that nature. We see that. Turtles, deformed human, multiply. Genetic splicing and cloning. We know that they've been doing these things since Clonade. We know that. But way before Clonade, actually. Way before Dolly. Children on the North Pole times one. Fourth thunder. Honeybees. You know what? We're going to touch on frogs before I skip the honeybees. We seen what was happening with the frogs with the atrazine, right? From the endocrine disruptors, right? And the glyphosate. That's all. This is all in the thunders. Pay attention. So when they're talking about the atrazine, we seen that with the frogs. The first thing that was happening is male frogs were becoming female frogs and things of that nature. And a lot of them was dying, right? So this is all signs, right? So this is all signs of the 7 thunders that the Hopis was all seeing. So again, we're gonna read that again. It says crossbreeding in species, death of frogs, honeybees. We see what's happening with the honeybees and things of that nature. We see that. Turtles, deformed human, multiply. Genetic splicing and cloning. We know that they've been doing these things since Clonade. We know that. But way before Clonate, actually. Way before Dolly.
I don't know what happened. I'm trying to figure out why I keep going out.
Peace, family. I got a call.
Okay,
my bad.
Okay.
Fourth Thunders. Sign of twins. Yao and Wei. One guards the South Pole and the other guards the North Pole. When they say Yao and Wei, now they're referring to Nibiru and Sirius. Okay? This is in regards to Nibiru and Sirius when they talk about Yao and Wei, the two brothers. All right? And now, typically, Yao and Wei, a lot of times one is agreeable and one is disagreeable, but I don't believe it really is applying to anything agreeable and disagreeable in this notation. It's just referring to the two brothers, which is Nibiru and Sirius. And now, a lot of the atmospheric conditions and climatic changes are going to come because of these two, Nibiru and Sirius, coming in too. This is what's going to happen. This is why the CIA has documents of California and water and all of these things taking place. You feel me? So right now it's important that we're up on this information. So all right, so now here we go into the Fifth Thunders. All right, let me make sure did I touch on the Fourth Thunder? Signs of twins, Yao and Wei. Yeah, one guards the South Pole and the other guards the North Pole. Habit begins with these pole structures break down. Religion, moral, and financial. The devil wins. El Nino takes over. So the devil wins. El Nino. They're talking about in reference to the winds, the earthquake, the tornadoes, and all of these things that's going to come into play. The Fifth Thunders. 4 great people will perish. 4 great people. I don't know who those 4 great people could be. Maybe y'all can tell me in the comments who y'all think they can be. Did some of them perish already? Did we lose 4 great people? You feel me? That this says 4 great people will perish. Floods, lightning storms, tornadoes, landslides, hurricanes, hell in the summer, forest fires, children killing children. We see what's going on with the drill rap, right? Yeah. Children killing children is an all-time high right now with the drill music epidemic that's going on in Chicago. It's crazy right now.
Not just Chicago.
Right? Children killing children. Children killing their parents. Rampant insanity and murders. And upsurge in drug addiction. And demonic revivals. Parading themselves as righteousness. El Nino. Little girl will come. It says 6 thunders. Changes occur. The star people return. All right. And this is the part I want to highlight for a minute, because the star people are returning. There's going to be, now again, we know that they're going to induce a lot of blue beam technology as well. We know they're going to fake an invasion. We know that. But in the midst of them faking and falsifying this invasion, there are going to be real celestial beings that are going to return. All right. And actually come back to Tiamat. This is actually going to happen. Now, the Hopis make mention of them being showed about corn, maize, a lot of different things came from extraterrestrial biological entities. In fact, everything we know on this plane of existence, from everything good to everything bad. Okay, we know about in the book of Enoch when they mentioned the 200 fallen and all of that. And the other angels that came down, I believe it was 9 of them, if I'm not mistaken, Azazel and a few other ones. They were showing them how to make swords and how to grow agriculture and how to get into how to intercourse and how to do all of these things came from extraterrestrial biological entities. All right, so for years we've been basically the zoo of the cosmos, trapped under a firmament with these watchers. Just basically watching us and examining us. Now, every few years, every 24,000 years or so, they reset us. They reset us, and this is facts. We'll progress a certain point to a certain point, and they'll reset us. They'll recalibrate us, flood us, or something like that, or put us through an ice age or something crazy. They have technology where they can hit the polar ice caps and freeze us and flood us out. Real talk. And this is the things that they were doing. And now it's at a point now because a lot of these beings were breaking galactic law to subjugate us on this plane of existence. Real talk. So now it's at a point where the Galactic Federation and a lot of these beings want to see what we do to expand, because since planet Tiamat is a huge testing facility, basically, and a lot of us are basically, really, if you think about it, this planet is the only planet that has this much variety. All right, you have beings from the Nomos here. You have beings from the Vega star constellation here, which is the plant life and things of that nature. Lyrans and things of that nature, which you see in the tigers and the panthers and the lions and things of that nature. I mean, so all of us, you know, as far as plant, animal life, and the humanoid being, all derived from different extraterrestrial biological entities that seeded this planet at one point or another. All right, but since the Malnelevant factions, what you call it, Garabat, since these beings actually subjugated the planet, like the hidden hand and things of that nature, they've been usurping us for our loosh. They've been basically extracting us pollution and resetting us every so often just to keep us from ascending to the point where we can bypass their mind control and the manipulation. But now it's at a point that where we're getting past that. We're entering what's called the fifth world. And this is where now we get into the return of the star family. The six thunders, or where it mentioned the star people return, signs in the skies, new planets, new galaxies, meteorite storms, climatic alterations, global warming, spiritual revivals, presence of divine, disregard and respect for present for world governments. Because we notice that the government is the governmental. So it's going to be disregard for that. People are going to now be coming to the age of awakening, where they're now coming into the know. They no longer want to be governed. They want to now, they govern themselves now. We step into that point now where we actually realize that we are the gods and goddesses to control and facilitate our paradigm. All right. And this is pretty much what that entails. All right. And that's with the six thunders, climatic alterations, global warming, spiritual revivals, presence of divine, disregard and respect for present for world government, leadership and politics. And seventh thunder, the end of the world as you know it. And then they said the year 2030. All right, at the end. That's what it says at the end of that 7:30. And this is what...
And it's a reason why a lot of us resonated with that when people were young.
The Hopis believe, all right? And this is what the Hopis talked about. And most of the we see a lot of those thunders are actually coming into fruition. We see that. For sure. You feel me? So it's at a point now where we really, our primary objective should be ascertaining our cosmic light body, integration of the cosmic light body. That should be our primary focal point, really. Getting to the point where we're centering ourselves and getting into, I highly recommend utilization of different plant medicines and things of that nature. I talked about my Iboga and Changa experience a little bit, and I'm going to share this a little bit with you, with the gods and goddesses a little bit. I'm not sure if y'all heard this, but I had an Iboga and Changa experience recently where when I utilized this plant medicine, it allowed me to hear the nefarious plots of the Draconians, basically. Basically, I heard whispers. They were saying, like, they was real mad at the things that I'm doing in regards to promoting love, promoting ascension, all right? And basically, the law of one. They was basically opposed to that. And it was allowing me to hear the nefarious plots that these Draconians are basically whispering, all right, about me. And then it also showed me, when it showed me that, then it showed me the ancestors and what they're doing for me, as far as how they're protecting me from this nefarious plots and things of that nature. And then basically what the ancestors said to me is they said, see, this is all the things that we're protecting you from. These are all the things that we safeguard you from on a consistent basis that you have no knowledge of, that you're unaware of, because you only see 0.035% of the light photon spectrum. Wow. So these are all the things you can't see that we're basically protecting you from. And it basically was letting me know that you're divinely guided and protected. You have nothing to fear about. So this is the message for you. It's a lot of things that your ancestors are doing for you in overtime. And so don't worry so much about the matrix. Don't worry so much about this three-dimensional construct and what the illusion perpetuates. Your primary objective and focal point should be ascension to Haru consciousness and ascertaining more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and accessing your Akashic records. Fully focusing on honing in on self. Realizing that you are the only god and goddess that you need. That should be the primary focal point. Once that becomes the full primary focal point, then you realize that not that anything outside of yourself is an illusion. Then that's when you realize that you are the Neo, basically the one in this simulated light code spectrum, in this matrix. You are the one, basically. And once you realize that, because everything around us is imploding as far as this matrix and as far as the thunders that I just read. The seven thunders pretty much is happening right now. Now, the CIA document that I read,
there's no way
backed this all up, family. It backed everything up in regards to the seven thunders. When they talked about the tumultuous activity that would take place in these places like California, New York, and all of this stuff. And this isn't fear-mongering. This is just to wake us up and make us aware. We know that the planet terraforming. We know it. All right. So in order for us to really ascend and ascertain, because it's going to be a situation where inner earth beings are going to come to the surface. Beings from the other side of the ice wall are going to come. It's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot going on and a lot that you're seeing. All right. And, and the goddess Isis Wisdom in her video, she made mention of something and I agree with her. She made mention of nefarious beings actually surfacing through people that don't have souls.
Well, let me be specific. If it's nefarious beings or deities that's trying to instill fear because I'm home alone, like, what are you doing? Not worried about you. You're not welcomed here. So why you even here trying to infiltrate my aura? Goodbye. Don't make me call spiritual and ancestral team and really put some spiritual hands on that ass, because I don't mind alchemizing and calling righteous judgment upon things that works against me. I do not do no playing about my inner work. I don't.
All right. This is why they made mention of the demon face syndrome. All right. A lot of these beings, a lot of these Garabat, they don't have now the Seraphat is the positive Anunnaki, the ethereal beings from the other side, fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional beings that from the other side that came down. These are the green Etherean cosmic beings. Then you have the amber light beings, the ones of fire, basically they are jinn. These are the Garabat, all right? These Garabat are going to be manifested through beings that don't have a soul, basically. And you're going to see demon faces coming through these individuals, right? So the point is, you have to remember that their primary sustenance is Lush, which is low frequency energy, root chakra energy, fear, anxiety, grief, guilt, depression. All of that low frequency, those low frequency vibrations is what this Garabat usurps, is what their sustenance is. This is why the importance of love is so high. As I expressed in my psychedelic experience where I seen winged entities, they told me that the most important thing that I'm going to have to focus on is the love frequency. And that's going to be the only thing that matters. Somebody said it started already, and it's a pity sleeping people have no clue what's coming. That's a fact. It started. It's going on now. It's a situation where we have to really tap into our inner self and realize what's going on. Because there's going to be a lot of tumultuous activity all around the internet, how we can buy now.
That's a fact.
This eventually is going to be seized soon. I mean, I say within probably about, I don't even want to put a timeline on it, but I say a matter of 2 or so years, we're going to notice it's going to probably be blackouts. We're going to notice all kind of torrential downpour. Everything I mentioned in regards to the cataclysmic events, due to their cloud seeding, due to all of the things that they're doing to the planet is going to have to heal itself. And it's going to go through the terraforming process. We're going to notice it. We're going to notice it. Now, those that are in a high frequency have the ability of vibrating to the point where we can ascend past it, where none of it really matter. I believe in the cosmic activation is going to take place. I've seen it. I've seen visions of the gods and goddesses fully activating. All right. There's going to be celestial. I mean, again, when these celestial luminaries come into play, when these celestial bodies, when they say Yao and Wei, okay, the two brothers, Sirius and Nibiru, and all, it's going to have an effect on those that are indigenous to the planet and those that are associated with these extraterrestrial biological entities, these ships, basically. Some of us are going to remember our ancient memories immediately. We're going to immediately start speaking other languages and stuff. We're going to immediately start speaking in different ancient terrestrial tongue and stuff. I'm telling you some facts. We're going to immediately start channeling into this energy. And this energy is going to be radioactive to some people. They don't have a certain crystalline structure. This is why I talk about activation of the cosmic light body. Because you're going to go from a 666 carbon to a crystalline body. All right. This is going to all take place because of the sun. All right. You've been seeing the Aurora Borealis. All right. The Aurora Borealis takes place because of the central sun in Argatha, which is named Apsu. Okay. This is the central sun that we have, our black sun. That's the black sun's name, is Apsu.
Sure did.
When this black sun emits that energy, it creates that Aurora Borealis effect that we see. What's going to happen is this Apsu is going to actually surface. It's going to rise. Now, there's been a lot of simulated technology. Apsu did rise at one point. And this is why there has been, again, it's a portal. The sun is a portal. Remember that. Beings have the ability of coming in and out of the sun. All right. A lot of the flares, the solar flares you see sometimes be beings that actually inhabit the sun is flaring out, popping out of the sun. It's beings that exist in the sun, plasma energy beings. You don't got to believe that. This is facts. There's beings that inhabit the sun too. That's composed of primarily full plasma beings. Now, again, a lot of these beings charge their ships in the sun. They can fly their ships right into the sun. All right. Those that are proficient in the art of sun gazing, you can see sometimes their ships even parked behind the sun. Their ships parked right in the sun. They charge on the sun. The sun isn't hot, contrary to what you think. The only reason it appears hot is because of the friction from when it hit the atmosphere and comes back up. This is why when you fly a plane closer to the sun or you go up higher, it get colder actually. All right, it's not hot. It's plasma energy, but refracting off Tiamat, it creates the effect of heat, where we feel heat, almost like when you put a microscope and you shine the sunlight through a microscope, right? And it can burn something, how it's filtered. That's pretty much the effect we get on this plane of existence from feeling that heat. Really, as we get closer to it, it becomes just as plasma energy, Really, it's just all the colors compiled into one. And it's a prism. It's a lot going on. But right now, we're going through a huge terraforming process. And
end of the presentation, baby. This was a banger right here. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your homework and research for proper discernment. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're in a wonderful, magnificent mood like I am. I ain't gonna lie. If you've been here from the beginning, I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me, it will be returned 100 for as the most high uses you as a divine vessel to divine support yours truly. Cause all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks. Peace and prosperity to you and yours. Never goes unnoticed. Really does help the channel, the foundation, and my well-being. If you would like to do the same, the links is in the video description, or you can check the About tab on the channel. Yo, Haven, what y'all think about that? I'm not gonna leave yet. What y'all think about that one? They took that Marvel show, Inhumans, off the air because they lived on their moon base. Definitely safe travel to Astro, folks. Definitely. I'm not gonna leave yet. I'm actually debating if we want to kick it for a second. Probably actually a little 5-10 minutes. I don't really know exactly, but because the next video is gonna be good too. I ain't gonna lie, the next video is gonna be good too. So yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna save some of this footage for next video because I think the next video is gonna be good as well. I don't know if it's gonna be this good, but it's gonna be good. Nah, Kenny, I'm gonna wrap it. It's all good. I'm gonna save it for the next live. It's Sunday. You feel me? A lot of people relax, chill. Next rotation, bro. I try to stream every rotation, bro. If you haven't noticed, I've been going up every rotation besides me. You know what I mean? Going through what I was going through with my stomach, but I be trying to go up every rotation at least once. You feel me? So definitely safe travel in the Astros, y'all. I'll see y'all next stream. I hope y'all here. Okay. Bet, Pam. Yo, Red Cap, definitely. Likewise, man. I send deep divine abundance, balance, harmony, love, prosperity, strength, unity, including authenticity to all of you guys who come through every stream, every premiere, whatever it is. I don't think you guys really understand and understand how much it means to me to know that we built a small community here. Rather, it's a lot or a little. It's genuine, and I honor that. I'm about to get emotional damn near. Anyhow, that's my empathic ways triggering. I'm going to play the tune. We out, man. I'm going to play the tune. We out of here, man.
You know we can get